Welcome to Boston if you've never been here. These are the streets.
Bye-bye, Boston. It's been real.
Till next time. We're driving into Boston.
Yep.
Then turn right onto Lincoln Street. These are the streets. We just drove out of the tunnel, and that tunnel was kind of like the marking spot. I think we came out at a different spot than we would for the hospital, but being in that tunnel, that was the feeling of like, we are about to make our final like 8 minutes till the hospital. So I need to get myself ready. I need to mentally hype myself up because we're going in there whether I want to or not. And just, and then this song came on as we're like pulling down these streets that held so much uncertainty as far as my health goes and decisions and decline. Listen to these words. So all my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, of the goodness of God. That God was good when we drove down these streets at one of the hardest times in our life. And here we are back. We flew in for a funeral, and I am strong enough and well enough to fly in, be here for the funeral, and we're driving these streets just for fun, not to go to the hospital. It is just a really, it's kind of an interesting thing for our brains. We embraced that season. 1,000 feet, turn right onto Washington Street. We made the most of those hard days. We made so many memories in this city, and we are thankful. Thankful for that chapter. Yes, it was hard. Thankful for this chapter. There are still hard things. These are the streets. But we are in Boston. Welcome to Boston if you've never been here. And welcome to the craziness. Oh. What a beautiful shot.
Really?
Yeah, I just think it's
Chinatown.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, look at the bubble tea cup on the side of that building. That's fun.
Oh. So we are about to fly out, actually. We have just a little while that we get to spend in the city of Boston.
Secretly, I kind of hope we get an email that our flight's delayed.
You know what? I agree with that.
Because like this is really sweet. This wasn't really like on the plan to like come into the city and do anything, but we had a little extra time before our flight. And we got to take the rental car back to the airport, but we're gonna make a couple stops. This
like shot right here, it looks like a painting. Like that building is so beautiful. I'm happy to be back. And I'm happy we're not back because my health is declining. We're here and I'm strong and thankful.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
So we're actually going to Primark, which we learned about in Scotland. And after we came back from Scotland, they started putting them in the United States and one in Boston, or actually there are like 3 in the Boston area. So we're going downtown to Primark. Outside Primark is where, so I had a handicap tag and Peter dropped me off at the Primark door down a street that is only for use by
taxis and handicapped vehicles.
Yeah, and we're a handicapped vehicle, or we were at the time. And I do still have a handicap tag, but I don't think we'll renew it when it expires because I'm doing really well.
We haven't used it in 2 years, pretty much.
So he dropped me off, and a police officer pulled us over, and we were like, we're using, he's like, I'm dropping my wife off because she has a handicap tag, and he gave Peter a ticket and said he had to go to court. And we did not have the energy, the mental energy, the time. I was really sick at the time, and it was so disappointing to be given something for doing something that was legal. Mm-hmm. And Peter, yeah. Okay, there's people walking and the car was moving. What ended up happening?
I went to court.
Using a whole entire day.
Yep.
To go to court and say I did something that was legal, and I was unlawfully charged money for it. 2
seconds in the court, and I had to pay court fees.
Yeah, we had to pay the court fees. There was
frustrating.
It was a very frustrating scenario, and it was frustrating. And there was a man who, I forget if he was a sheriff or who he was, but I ended up calling the sheriff's office and talking to this man who was verbally very helpful and encouraging and kind of, I think, kind of apologetic that it happened. But ultimately, he said that he would be in court with Peter to kind of back up, you know, whatever. He did not end up coming, and that was a bummer because it was so disappointing. Anyway, Peter went, he got it done. That was years ago, but I still have this feeling of like, okay, whatever. You know, you guys know that feeling. It's a bummer. It's a bad feeling. So are we
get out here?
Okay.
That's the street I can't drive down.
Right. So, okay, I'm gonna go to the Primark.
I'm gonna park the car and I'll meet her there.
Okay.
Okay, it was fun to be downtown. It was also crazy. We're glad to be out of downtown. Just traffic, people, all the things, city life. I think that's one thing I don't miss about being in Boston is the craziness. Like Durham is a very calm city. Anyways, this is a colliding of worlds. What does this remind you of?
Bus in Chicago.
Bus in Chicago. And, oh, this is the 33. The other bus to the terminals was a 22, which is the bus we would take in Chicago, which we're in Boston. It's just same number. But I remember in Chicago sitting in the little flex. You know, it's like the accordion part of the bus. Yeah. Anyways, we're headed to the terminal to check in.
Alright, loading on the plane.
On the gangway. Bye-bye, Boston. It's been real.
Till next time. Yes. Oh, we are just so happy to see you.
You too.
Hi.
Harry looks smaller than I remember.
Harry. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, he's a happy boy. We're home.
Yeah, we missed you. Oh yeah. Take my mask off. Oh, you recognize me now?
Aww.
Hi, Ollie boy. Hi, Holly. Did you have a fun time?
Hi, Betty. That's my baby. That's my baby boy. Wow.
What looks like here?
Well, we are home, and as always,
We'll see you
see
tomorrow.
you tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Oh, good night, happy boy. Mwah.